So in this video, I'm going to show you 4 proven strategies that will help you get reviews for your Amazon products in 2020. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first strategy that I want to talk about is the early reviewer program. So the early reviewer program is something that you should have inside your Seller Central account. You just go to advertising and then you click on the early reviewer program and you can enroll any of your products that don't have a lot of reviews into the early reviewer program. What this does is that when you make a sale on Amazon, before you get to your first 5 reviews, they will incentivize a buyer of the product by giving them a gift card or a little credit to basically write a review for your product. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty easy way to get a few reviews. It only costs $60 to set up, so it's pretty easy to do, and you just do it with a couple clicks of the buttons. Now, the cons of using the early reviewer program is that you can only get 5 reviews from the early reviewer program, and you still have to get those full price sales on Amazon to be able to get the reviews. And so it's not a perfect solution, but I definitely recommend going ahead and enrolling your product in the early reviewer program when you first get started launching your product on Amazon. The second thing that's kind of similar to the early reviewer program, but much better in a lot of cases, is the Amazon Vine program. So the Vine program used to be something that was only available for brands that were selling 1P first party directly to Amazon, and then Amazon was selling it on the platform. But now they've started to roll this out to third-party merchants as well. Basically, what it is Amazon has a group of Vine reviewers. These are their top reviewers on Amazon, and you can send your products to them and get reviews you give them a free product, and then they will write a review for you. The pros of this is that it's pretty much a guaranteed review. You don't always get a review, but you're very, very likely to get a review for this product. And you have the top reviewers on Amazon that are reviewing your product. Now, the cons are that it's invite only. So if you go to your advertising section in Amazon and you don't see Vine, then you're not invited to this program. You can maybe ask seller support and see if they can get you in, but chances are if you don't see it, then you're not going to be eligible for this program. The other thing is that you have to be brand registered to get invited to this program. So if you're not brand registered, you want to go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and make a video about brand registry as well to show you how you can do that. And also your product has to have less than 30 reviews to do it, and you can only get 30 reviews. So it's pretty good. 30 reviews is not too bad, but it's not this, thing that's going to get you hundreds or thousands of reviews and really launch you to the stratosphere on Amazon. One other thing that I want to mention about this is the cost. So in the early test of this, when they were rolling out this program to sellers, they had this cost and it was $0. It was basically you just had to give your product and they would help you get enrolled. But in the early days, when this program was just available to first-party sellers, it cost between $2,500 and like $7,500. And so I'm imagining that when they're first rolling this out to the new third-party sellers, they're giving a good price, but I imagine that in the future it will be more expensive, although perhaps not the thousands of dollars that it was costing first-party sellers. But I do think that it will probably cost money in the future, and we just don't know what the ultimate cost will be. But if you do click on advertising and you see Vine in there, then go ahead and do that. If you're not brand registered, then go ahead and do that first, and then see if you see Vine show up. It's a good option for you to get those first 30 reviews for your product. Okay, so the next one is something that anybody can do, very easy to do. If you're already making some sales on Amazon, either organic sales, sponsored product sales, or whatever, you should definitely be doing this. Now, the old way of doing this was you would send emails to buyers and ask them to write a review. And that used to be a really good tactic. You could see your reviews go from 1% to 2% all the way to like 4% to 8% of your orders would get reviews when this wasn't a super common strategy of basically just emailing customers and asking them to write a review. But over the years, more and more sellers have been emailing customers and asking them to write reviews for their products on Amazon. And so what's happened is Amazon's actually allowed shoppers to basically opt out of receiving messages, and they've just made it harder in general and just discourage sellers from emailing shoppers through buyer-seller messaging, which is Amazon's messaging system. So because they've made it harder to do that, they have put this little button inside of Seller Central. It looks like this, and when you have an order that's actually, been paid and shipped and everything, this button, Request a Review, appears, and you can click on Request a Review, and you can send a message to the buyer asking them to review your product, and it comes through Amazon, through their systems. You don't have to type anything out, and we've been doing this, pressing this button over and over again in our businesses, and we've seen a lot of reviews. So this is my recommended way to do kind of organic review solicitation. Instead of doing emails, I highly recommend using the Request a Review feature because it seems to be getting better results, and it's also not going to get you in trouble for sending too many messages or spamming or anything like that inside of Seller Central. So the pros of this is it costs you nothing to do. Just press this button, which is pretty sweet. You're going to get more organic, natural reviews from this, and it's not complicated. It's pretty simple to do. The big cons on this is like actually manually pressing that button over and over again really stinks. And also you still have to have organic sales to be able to, get this going. You have to have sales coming through the system, organic or advertising, but you still have to have sales coming through to do this. So it's not like the Vine program where it's going to take nothing and get you reviews. You do have to have sales. If you're interested in automating this system, we have a solution for that. I'll put that in the description below on how you can automate your review request and everything else like that. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about maybe a little bit controversial topic, but it's actually one of my favorite ways to get reviews, and that is with rebates or cashback. And before everyone starts telling me this is a black hat thing or anything like that, I just want to say I'm not saying that you need to go and pay people to write reviews and they only get money if they write a review. What I'm saying is instead of using coupon codes to drive sales for your product, which is a very common practice, instead offer a cashback or a rebate incentive. And the reason why is because when you give rebates and cashback to customers, you're going to get a full price sale on Amazon. And if they do happen to leave you a review, it's a verified review that's not going to get taken down, or it'll have a much less likely chance of getting taken down from Amazon. It's just going to cause you lots of less stress. So if you're trying to get reviews, you have to drive sales. And the best way to drive sales is through discounting. But because Amazon has been removing unverified reviews from discounted sales, it's much easier to do this if you use a cashback or rebate system. And so the pros of this is that you're going to get full price sales for your Amazon listing, which the byproduct of that is going to be ranking and doing well in the ranking on Amazon. And then you can scale this to as many reviews as you need, as long as you don't, start getting 50 or 75% review rates because you're actually bribing people to write reviews. Then you're going to get a lot of organic sales. That's going to help you. You can grow this and grow this and grow this, and it's going to make your account really good and your listings really good. And then the really cool thing is that if you do Facebook advertising to kind of acquire these customers and do those types of things, then you can actually target people in your niche and build an email list while you are getting these sales on Amazon. Now, the cons for this is it obviously requires cash because you have to actually pay people cash back or rebates to get them to buy your product. You have to go out and find shoppers or use a platform that helps you find shoppers. And it is a pain to keep up with everything of actually tracking all the rebates and everything. Luckily, we have developed a solution to help manage all of these things for you. So if you're interested, I'll put that in the description below as well. And you can check out our solution for that. But still, I think rebates is a really incredible thing. And all of the big sellers that I know that are crushing it on Amazon are using some type of rebate cashback program to drive sales for their business, to help them get reviews and to rank on Amazon. That's it. Those are the 4 strategies that we have seen that are really helping people crush it with reviews in 2020. Once again, that's the early reviewer program, the Vine program, using the request a review feature inside of Seller Central, and then setting up a rebate or cashback program to drive those full price sales and following up for reviews after the people buy and receive their cash back. If you're interested in learning more, or if there's a really cool strategy that you have for reviews that I did not mention, please leave it in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks for watching.